Hold on. Yeah. Okay. You're right. Okay. It's okay. That's okay. Anna goes to Washington, D.C. I want to go to Washington. Me too. I've never been there. I should do that one day.
There's not denying that. Woo! She said. She is related.
To you.
It's coming down out there.
It's looking at getting mowed anytime soon.
I'm not doing it.
Huh?
So I'm not doing it. All right. I am live. Yes. All right. The links have been posted. Anyone that has any questions or anything, that's what this video is for. If you log in, excuse me, later and watch this video, I'll probably be doing another live video. Some puppies. A live video around 1:30 and another one around 3 o'clock. But this is just for anybody that has any questions. So if this gets, if you watch it later or anything like that, that's all this is just for an opportunity for you guys to hop in, ask any questions in the chat, and I will try my best to walk you through them or answer them, hopefully without Avery getting too fussy, and hopefully without my wife playing music as well. But yeah, if you have any questions, put them in the chat, and I will try and answer them while we're going through this. Just a heads up that most of the grades are trickling into the grade book. If there is anything in there that has the letter I in the grade book, that means it is incomplete. You either did not turn it in, but Mr. McCall, I did it. Well, if you didn't click turn in, I didn't check it because it seems to me like you didn't do it. So all you have to do on something like that is go click turn in. There we go. And I will check it for anything like that. Also, if you're watching this video later on, make sure you guys are taking care of your Reading Plus. I had a lot of people that are falling behind in that, not taking care of their Reading Plus. And that's something that is still part of your grade, still something that I need you guys to be focused on and make sure you're taking care of. So if you're watching this video back later, make sure you're doing that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll stay in the live chat until around 11 o'clock when it will be time for me to make my family lunch. And yeah, hopefully by then, everyone that has had a chance to get loaded in has had a chance to get loaded in. Sorry if I'm a bit distracted right here at the beginning. I'm just trying to jot down some stuff. Have to send emails today to students, parents that have not accomplished anything. Obviously, if you are in the chat or checking the chat, then you have been checking into things and doing stuff. So I would not be too incredibly worried about receiving an email if I was you.
Are you
So got that going on today. But yeah, any questions you guys have? Good morning, Miss Tennant. Miss Tennant's here to also help answer any questions that anybody might have. If you have any questions, please ask them. And like I said, we'll be here until 11 to answer any questions if anybody gets logged in. If nobody gets logged in, then it's okay. That's what we're here for, is to answer any questions that happen during this time. And yeah, and for me to prattle on for 30 minutes about absolutely nothing until anyone comes on and has questions or anything like that. So yeah, everybody that's been getting logged in, taking care of the work, you guys have been doing an amazing job. I will let you guys know, anybody that's watching this later, if on your vocabulary last week, if on your quiz you made below a 70, I went in and reset that so you could take it again. All right. I have no problem putting the grade you got in the grade book, but I figured I'd give you another chance. We're still getting used to this whole thing, still getting used to learning at home. So wanted to make sure that everybody had a chance to take care of that, and also had a chance to try and get their stuff taken care of. So I reset those. So if you took your vocabulary test last week and you made below a 70, then I reset it. But yeah, if you go check your Infinite Campus and you're like, hey, I did that thing, then a couple different things might have happened. Either A, your grade was failing and I've given you time to bring it up, for instance, for IXLs or a reset vocabulary quiz, or you did the work and you just didn't click turn in. Because if you don't click turn in, I'm not looking at it to grade it. It doesn't show it to me to check it and to grade it. But yeah, if you have any questions, guys, make sure you're emailing us. Make sure you're putting comments, or if you're in the live video, if you drop into a live video at some point during the week, you can put your question in the comments, and I will try my best to walk you through whatever you have questions with. But yeah, hopefully everybody had a great week last week. Hopefully had a good weekend. Next week is spring break, which means that you get, a week of not having to log in and check things, which is nice. I apologize if you had massive vacation plans that have now had to be slightly scrapped, but I do know that you guys will enjoy having several days where you don't have to worry about this kind of stuff. So, guys, if you have any questions, make sure you write them in the comments section over in the live chat, and I will try and help you out, or Miss Tennant will try and help you out. We will be in here for another 20 minutes or so just to get this, to keep this going. And yeah, if you have any questions, if something hasn't been working right, I will say if you have questions about today's new IXLs that we posted, Shane and I have missed you being in my class, so the feeling is mutual. If you have questions about the new IXLs, tomorrow I'll be actually posting a video. You can probably hear Andy doing her work across the table from you. If you're concerned about the IXLs that got posted today, the 3 new IXLs, which, like I said, they will go until the week after spring break. I won't have any new after spring break, and if I do, it would only be 1. We won't go another 2 or anything like that. But if you have questions about those, feel free to ask them today. I'm not going to say I'm not going to answer them, but I am going to post a video tomorrow along with tomorrow's work, kind of explaining those in a little more detail, going into a little more depth with those in case you are struggling with those, so that you guys can have a little bit easier time. Hopefully, you guys are taking advantage of the fact that IXL is, oh, I missed this question, and it gives you a page-long explanation of why you missed it and how to get them right in the future. That's why we use IXL. I told you guys that a lot. So yeah, Amir, glad to see you're smiling face that looks just like you. It is impressive. But yeah, any questions you guys have, or just the assignment that you think was the hardest to do at home, or anything you just want to say, as long as it's school appropriate and something that we can actually discuss, you can put it in the chat there. We don't mind. We haven't seen you guys in a long time, so feel free to put something over there if you'd like. And yeah, if you're watching this video later, if you're not part of the group that's watching it right now live, then there will be more live videos. We'll do one hopefully at 1:30 and hopefully at 3 o'clock. Although I will say, if we keep having only 4 or 3 or 2 people getting into them, most likely I'll lower that number down to 2, and then maybe further down to just 1 a day if it's something that's just gonna be like this, since I usually answer most of the questions in the instructions and also in the videos that I post. But yeah, if we do have people getting in pretty consistently, I don't see any reason we can't keep doing this. Yeah, don't know what else to say. A children's book to read. You can go get me a children's book. I have no problem reading a children's book if you give me. I will say that it has been a little bit harder to wake up in the morning, knowing that we're not going into school and we're just learning like this. So it has been a little bit more difficult. Still don't get what I'm supposed to do in reading the Scholastic play. You just read the play. It's truly it. Just read it, because the next few days are going to be dealing with it as part of the assignment. And you need to know all the stuff from it. The only part of it that was an assignment today was on the announcements on Google Classroom. You were supposed to comment whether you think, judging on what the Spirit said, my head's going to look just like this in not too long. My hair keeps running away the way it is. But the only thing you were supposed to do today, Amir, was comment on today's announcement saying, judging by the last 6 lines of the play, do you think Theseus is going to have an easy life, or do you think Theseus is going to have a difficult life, judging by what the Spirit said there at the end of the play? That's all you guys are really required to do, right? Stand her up on the table here. See if she'll stay in a good mood. What do you think of that? What do you think of that baby right there? She can answer your questions as well. If you have any questions, you can answer them. Anything you guys need to ask. She's already an expert in ELA. She's, spends so much time around it that she could probably go ahead and answer the questions on it. All right, she's going to fly away now. Those are the special effects we pay for around this household. All right, got about 14 minutes. Amir, you're very welcome. Very welcome. Amir, I almost missed you overreacting and sighing about everything in class. I almost missed that. Almost. I'm not quite there yet, but I'm sure before the end of this, I'll be just hoping that I could hear that again. So we'll see. She's little. I don't know if we've actually watched any Little Einsteins. Andy used to watch the mess out of that show, but I don't know if Avery has seen it at all at this point. Bless you, which is sad because that show is awesome. I love that show, some of the stuff they do. I do struggle sometimes when they do the thing that's like there's an airplane in the screen that's like right here, and all of the characters are like, there's an airplane? Where? And they look all around and, can you tell us where the airplane is? That does kind of frustrate me at times, but I understand that for kids, they get to a point and go, that's there, it's there. But anyway, all right. Well, while we wait for anybody to have any comments, uh, yeah. Uh, while we wait on anybody to hop in, ask any questions, or say anything that goes along with this, uh, Jessica has handed me Naughty Mabel by Nathan Lane and Delvin Elliott. This is one of our favorite book series because we have dogs that look just like Mabel. We have two dogs that look just like her. Uh, and Nathan Lane is also Timon in the original Lion King. Yeah, we have a lot. The third one died. Yeah, that's true. Nathan Lane does a lot of voice work. He's hilarious in a lot of movies. Like I said, he's Timon in The Lion King. But while we wait for the last uh, 15 minutes to go by, if nobody has any questions, I'll just read you guys Naughty Mabel. All right. Um, and to get through this last little bit because nobody's logging in and asking questions. So we'll just do this. All right. Naughty Mabel by Nathan Lane and Delvin Elliott. My nose feels really stopped up. Do I sound really stopped up? Right now, in my head, I sound really stopped up. But anyway, all right. There's Mabel. All right. Like I said, she was just like our puppies, which is why we love these books. And she's very high class, so you have to read Mabel like she's super high class. And you say, "Hello, darlings. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Mabel, Mabel of the Hamptons, and this is my humble abode." Humble means usually very tiny, and abode is your house. It's obviously not humble abode. A mere a little, I sound like a lot. I sound in my head horribly. So it's good that it's just a little. I know a lady isn't supposed to reveal her age, and we're only on the third page, but I feel like I know you already. I'm five. Oh, I know I don't look it. Besides, five is the new three. Anyway, anyway, as you can see, life is good, real good. Like a Sunday. Sorry, reading backwards on the screen is interesting. A Sunday with bacon on top, or caviar, or peanut butter. But I digress. Back to me. Well, TJ, if you don't like it, you can leave. I mean, you don't have to stay. All right. Uh, look at Mabel, spoiled, rotten Mabel. All right. Uh, well, obviously, you've never heard your own. My parents are very sweet for humans and take very good care of me. They have many little pet names for me: Sweetie, Precious, Snookykums, but mostly they call me Naughty. Look at naughty Mabel there. Underwear, yes. Stealing the turkey from the table. You're right, she does love turkey. Guys, if you're just getting into the video and you have questions, please ask them. All right. Uh, at first, I didn't know what the word meant. Honestly, would I lie to you? But when I looked it up, I was flabbergasted. I am not naughty. I am very naughty. Yeah, look at all that stuff. Look at that. Ew, I would never eat those. I would never. My parents say I'm a Frenchie, which I find odd as I don't speak French. I have zero interest in snails, and I look absurd in a beret. Like most of us look upstairs in the beret. Well, Amir, hopefully I can finish the book in 4 minutes. Hopefully. But I do love bread and cheese and fries. Wait, maybe I am French. I also like to give kisses to everyone and lick everything, even myself. Do you mind, darling? This is private. Yes, this is a kid's book. Now, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't want you to think I'm, how do you say, pampered. I have my jobs to do. I just like to keep things interesting. Most of my week is taken up with napping and chewing my foot. Don't knock it till you've tried it. Don't knock it till you've tried the old foot chew. But I love weekends best because that's when we have quality family fun time. And if there's anything that spells quality family fun time, it's miniature golf. Am I right, people? Of course, I play by my own rules. I'm a maverick. What can I say? But this particular weekend, I smelled something fishy, and not just because they had sushi for lunch. No, on Saturday, instead of quality family fun time, it was suddenly bath time. Maybe it's the Frenchie in me, but I do not like to bathe, not one bit. Like some sixth graders. Seriously, people, what's the obsession with soap and water? Once every 3 weeks is perfectly fine. Once every 3 weeks is not perfectly fine. PSA to sixth graders everywhere. Not okay. I discussed this new wrinkle in my routine with my feline friends next door, Smarty Cat and Scaredy Cat. We all decided that there could only be one reason for my special bath. My parents were throwing a party. Smarty Cat and Scaredy Cat were jealous because the humans in my life throw fabulous parties. Well, their human is a nice old lady who falls asleep watching late night infomercials. They said I'm lucky as well as naughty, a frightening combination. Unlucky, more like it, because that night I was sent to bed early, alone, bathed, partyless. This injustice called for a response. Because I live to party. My game plan was to try to blend in, hoping they wouldn't notice. They noticed. So did everyone else. You've never seen so many camera phones flashing. Very red carpet. I was told parties aren't for naughty little girls, but what good is a party without naughty little puppies? Look at that. There you go. I'm a free spirit, and I could not let my parents hold me back. Drastic times call for drastic measures. I'm really quite fast, so it was almost impossible for them to catch me. Almost. Do you know the name of a good lawyer? Oh, if my parents only spoke my language, I would have explained to them that sometimes naughty little pups just aren't ready for bed yet. And that by the looks of things, this naughty little pup had actually livened up the evening and turned a so-so party into a rousing success. You're welcome. But instead, my stomach started growling and rumbling, and oh boy. Exactly. Darlings, in my defense, I'd eaten far too many pigs and way too many blankets. Unfortunately, the pigs had the last word. Well, I sure know how to clear a room. I guess that was the end of the party. I thought I was in real trouble this time. But that's when my parents told me that even though I had been very unladylike, they loved me anyway, no matter what. That blew my mind. Humans. Go figure. You know what? I think that they were glad I crashed the party. They get lonely without me. After all, we are one big happy family. So go ahead and call me Naughty Mabel. My parents do, but that doesn't mean they love me any less, and I couldn't love them any more. The end. Naughty Mabel. No, we don't have time for another book. We only got 1 minute left. Yeah, you can go do that. All right. Well, no one's had any questions, just TJ being sickened by Naughty Mabel. If you guys watch this later, we'll be doing live videos around 1:30 and around 3 to answer any questions you guys might have. If you don't have a chance to log into those, just post questions on any of the on the Google Classrooms. Bye, guys.